Hi everyone. In this video, we will understand and learn how to play chess. But before we start with the lessons of chess, first we have to understand what is chess. So, chess is basically a two-player strategic board game where there will be two armies. One is the white army and second is the black army. And in this, the idea or the objective of the game is to checkmate the opponent's king and making it impossible for your opponent to get your king captured or get your king checkmated. Okay, so now before we start with the pieces and other things, first we have to understand the chessboard. And chessboard is also known as the battlefield where the war or the action happens. So this is the chessboard or the battlefield where the war or game will take place. Now in this chessboard we have 8 files starting from A, B, C till H, and we have 8 ranks starting from 1, 2, 3 till 8, and we have total number of squares is 64. So 8 multiplied by 8 is 64. So the total squares we have on this chessboard is 64. Now each of the square have its own name, and now how do we call the name of each square? So to understand the name of each square, we have to go like this. For example, if we have to understand what is the name of this square, then we go D and 4. So it's just like a coordinate geometry that we learn in mathematics. We just use that. So it is D4. If we have to understand what is the name of this square, then it is F3. Okay. Now if we wish to take the name of this square, then it is D6. Okay. And similarly, it goes on. Now, if I ask you what is the name of this square, you can pause your video and try to figure out what is the name of this square. If you figured it out as C6, you are right. For a homework purpose, you can also figure out this square, and this square. Okay. So now, without wasting any more time, we are moving to the second thing, that is understanding of the pieces. So we have the first piece, that is the rook. Okay. This rook moves in a straight line forward, backward, left side, and also right side. Okay. After this, we have bishop. This bishop moves diagonally to this side, top left, and bottom right as well. Okay. Also note one thing, if we have a light square bishop, then it remains on the light square, and if this bishop is on dark square, then this bishop belongs to a dark square only. It will move only on dark squares in all directions. Okay. Now we coming to the next piece, which is the knight. Knight is one of the most trickiest piece of the game. Here what happens, this moves in a L shape. So how does it move? First it goes 2 steps forward and then slide either right or left. So we can say it moves 2.5 squares. Similarly, it can also go backward 1, 2 squares and then half square, sliding the half square towards right or left. Similarly, it can go right side as well and also to the left side. Okay. Now the next piece that we have is the queen. So queen moves in all direction. It is a combination of rook and bishop. So this can move in forward, backward, right side, left side, also to the upper right corner, bottom right corner, bottom left corner, as well as top left corner. So this can cover a lot of squares. As you can see, this is also known as the most strongest piece of the chessboard. Now we come to the next piece, which is most important one, and that is king. King is the most important piece, because if the king gets checkmated, the game will be over. This king moves in all directions, but only one step, one square in all directions, whether it is diagonals or straight. So king can move like this in all directions. So now at last we come to the pawns. So basically pawn starts from the either second rank or from the seventh rank, and when it is the start of the game, this pawn can move two squares, but later on, once it left its initial square, then it can only move one square at a time. Okay, this moves in a straight line but captures diagonally one square. Okay, for example, if we have a knight and we also have a bishop, so it is not possible for us to capture the knight, but we can only capture the bishop. Okay, so this video is meant to make you understand about the movement of the pieces, and also about the squares of the chessboard. If you wish to learn further chess, stay tuned.